Blog Talk Radio.
Now let's set the record straight. There's no argument over the choice between peace and war, but there's only one guaranteed way you can have peace, and you can have it in the next second: surrender. Admittedly, there's a risk in any course we follow other than this, but every lesson of history tells us that the greater risk lies in appeasement, and this is the specter our well-meaning liberal friends refuse to face, that their policy of accommodation is appeasement. And it gives no choice between peace and war, only between fight or surrender. If we continue to accommodate, continue to back and retreat, eventually we have to face the final demand, the ultimatum. And what then? When Nikita Khrushchev has told his people he knows what our answer will be. He has told them that we're retreating under the pressure of the Cold War, and someday, when the time comes to deliver the final ultimatum, our surrender will be voluntary, because by that time, we will have been weakened from within spiritually, morally, and economically. He believes this because from our side he's heard voices pleading for peace at any price, or better rev than death, or as one commentator put it, he'd rather live on his knees than die on his feet. And therein lies the road to war, because those voices don't speak for the rest of us. You and I know and do not believe that life is so dear and peace so sweet as to be purchased at the price of chains and slavery. If nothing in life is worth dying for, when did this begin? Just in the face of this enemy? Or should Moses have told the children of Israel to live in slavery under the Pharaohs? Should Christ have refused the cross? Should the patriots at Concord Bridge have thrown down their guns and refused to fire the shockers round the world? The martyrs of history were not fools, and our honored dead who gave their lives to stop the advance of the Nazis didn't die in vain. Where then is the road to peace? Well, it's a simple answer after all. You and I have the courage to say to our enemies, there is a price we will not pay, there is a point beyond which they must not advance. Winston Churchill said the destiny of man is not measured by material computations. When great forces are on the move in the world, we learn we're spirits, not animals. And he said there's something going on in time and space and beyond time and space, which, whether we like it or not, spells duty. You and I have a rendezvous with destiny. We'll preserve for our children this, the last best hope of man on earth, or we'll sentence them to take the last step into 1,000 years of darkness.
George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Samuel Adams, First Chief Justice John Jay. Names synonymous with the spirit of our country. Founding fathers of the USA. Over 200 years ago, they shook off the chains of tyranny from Great Britain by divine call. Citing 27 biblical violations, they wrote the Declaration of Independence, with liberty and justice for all. But something happened since Jefferson called the Bible the cornerstone for American liberty, then put it in our schools as a light. Or since give me liberty or give me death, Patrick Henry said, our country was founded on the gospel of Jesus Christ. We eliminated God from the equation of American life, thus eliminating the reason this nation first began. From beyond the grave, I hear the voices of our founding fathers plead, you need God in America again. Of the 55 men who formed the Constitution, 52 were active members of their church. Founding fathers like Noah Webster, who wrote the first dictionary, could literally quote the Bible chapter and verse. James Madison said, we've staked our future on our ability to follow the 10 Commandments with all our heart. These men believed you couldn't even call yourself an American if you subvert the Word of God. In his farewell address, Washington said, you can't have national morality apart from religious principle, and it's true. Because right now we have nearly 150,000 kids carrying guns to these war zones we call public schools. In the 40s and 50s, student problems were chewing gum and talking. In the 90s, rape and murder are the trend. The only way this nation can even hope to last this decade is put God in America again.
Circuit breakers in. We have separation. Inboard and outboard, they're on. We're coming forward with the side stick. Looks good. Roger. got a blowout. Amber 3. Pitch to 0. Engine out. I can't hold altitude. Correction. Alpha hold is off. Trip selected. Emergency. Flight com. I can't hold it. She's breaking up. She's breaking.
All right, everybody. We're breaking up. Heading full speed ahead to nowhere. All right. Well, you heard that intro there in the beginning, and we know how far our country has surpassed from those days, of course, and we always want to go back and look at those wonderful times back when we were free. But I got asked a question. I remember a few shows back, and a lot of people ask me, what is the Republic? Wow, how did it happen? What is going on here? What are you guys going to do about it? How are you going to fix everything? Well, this is the best plan that we can think of that I believe has been thought of. We, the people, I say, because, my neighbors and my friends and people that I know, whatever that I speak to, think of a plan. And this was a plan, and this is the plan that I was talking about with a friend of mine the other night. And actually, we were listening to Alex Jones there. I might try to get that up, actually, and play that here tonight. It's about 15 minutes long. But pretty much this is a gentleman that comes on there who's from the Republic. And we've had him on. And this goes back to the beginning of when this all first started, when they talk about there was a little sting operation years ago when they did this, and they talk about these mass arrests and everything. And a lot of people see, it can't be, you people can't see it out there, most of you that are not in the circles that haven't been a part of this for years, that don't, and those of you might be saying, well, I've been a part of this movement for a long time, and but yeah, well, you just didn't talk to the right people. Not everybody can know everything that's going on. I don't know everything that's going on. I want to know, and I'm sure you do too. And that's why you tune into this show, understanding the times in which we live today. It's, I can't give you, people call me sometimes, well, Cricket, what about this? Look, this is the way it is, and this is what's going on. Look, you're not going to feel it and see everything we live in such different times now. The reaction time is so different. This isn't Adolf Hitler invading Poland anymore. This isn't, it's different. There's different times we live in. Technology, the times in which we live now is just so fast, and there's so much going on, and the time is going by so fast that you don't have a grip on reality of what's going on. And sometimes it drives people crazy. I invited a few people to tune in tonight and listen. They've been on this show. Where are they? They're more than welcome to contribute and give us what they may know or their opinions. We're here worldwide. Everybody's got a big mouth in their own personal little bubbles. But I give people the open platform here to reach people, and if you got a message for today, that's great. But the problem is that we all live in our little tiny circles, right? And we want, in our little tiny circles, want to take a magnifying glass and shine it on the world, and then give our opinions and answers to how the world should live and how it should operate. Okay? Maybe you should stick to your tiny little circle and live your little life in your little circle and not worry about what everybody else is doing around the world. Okay? Because that's the problem we're running into here, the conflict. And that's why we're so divided and split down the middle, because we have the federal government telling us what to do. And that's not what this country was founded upon. We're not a democracy. Well, I hear them say it all the time on TV. I see a lot of things on TV. Doesn't make it true. All right? We are a republic. Okay? Well, anyway, years ago, I go back to the Restore America plan. The Restore America plan was a bold, achievable strategy for behind-the-scenes peaceful reconstruction of the de jure institutions, of government without controversy, violence, or civil war. All right? After consultation with high-ranking members of the United States Armed Forces, the plan is in the process of assembling the guardians of the free republics and re-inhabiting the de jure grand juries. Okay, this is now, you got to remember, this was March of 2010. I'm reading this from, all right? This is the original letter that went out to certain people. I still have the emails with the contact information there. Now, this is how it began, this movement, all right? If you're tired of being subjected to a corporation posing as a legitimate government, that would arrest you for refusing to pray to corporate courts or to give up your land or pay taxes to the Rothschilds or exhibit a state-issued confession of subject class citizenship, then you are invited to take a moment to read this following memo. All right? This is what was sent to certain individuals, that people that were, out there in the information world trying to straighten out this mess, or at least trying to figure it out. The unanimous declaration of the sovereign people of the United States of America to restore and rehabilitate the free American republics. Attached here, too, is this is your chance to finally end the economic siege, the foreclosures, tax, and criminal cases which lack an injured party, the assaults and terror under color of law by lawfully, expenditiously, and peacefully restoring the de jure original institutions of the 50 state republics, and the United States of America. And yes, all to be accomplished by. Now, they give certain dates. Some of this stuff was accomplished. I'm not going to give dates to you. See, people get really hung up on dates. Like, when is Jesus Christ coming back? You got to know the exact day. It's like, and if you don't tell them, you're a liar. So anyway, after a year of face-to-face negotiations with high-ranking members of the armed forces of the United States of America, the leaders of the freedom movement have joined together to bring you a 4-step comprehensive remedy, the Restore America Plan, whereby the military has agreed to follow the orders of the legitimate de jure government upon proper restoration and execution. Okay, now, we all hear the stories now about Donald Trump down there in Florida, right? What's he doing? Donald Trump is still really the president of the United States. From what I see and from what I know, lawfully, he would still be the president of the United States, right? We never held a recount. We never did another election, and we know there was fraud during that election. We know there was. Well, let's just put that aside. He's not riding down from the hills to rescue us, but let's just put that to the side, okay, for a moment here. All right. After a year of face-to-face negotiations with high-ranking members of these armed forces, okay, to be clear, this is not a typical patriot remedy. The 4-step Restore America Plan was proposed by high-ranking members of the military, who are tired of taking orders from a corporate CEO and who recognize the people as the last chance to avoid a third world war. In fulfilling the call to action, the Guardians to restore our republics, to restore the one true sovereign authority on the land, once and for all, as the only lawful government of the United States of America. In truth, and in the eyes of the military commanders, as you will see, when you read the one-page declaration and the warrants that were issued and orders attached thereto, the remedy is already won, even before it begins. By its very nature, the mere act of re-inhabiting the de jure institutions of law creates the victory we have all been seeking. Actors throughout the United States Federal Corporation understand they must ultimately defer to the de jure authority. The remedy is self-actualizing. Joining the Guardians, if you elect to join the Guardians of the Free Republics, you will be, and just take that name at face value. There are many different names of assemblies across the country, okay? There are some that have gone awry. There's others that have not done what they were supposed to do. There's others that have just been sitting there waiting, all right? So just don't take every name that I throw at you. I know that person. Just shut up. Because I'm getting pounded here with emails of jerks. All right, if you elect to join the Guardians of the Republics, you will be part of a lawful solution instead of a perpetual victim. Your future and the future of your children will finally be in your hands. There will be no more excuses or anyone else to blame. The future will be yours to create. Now, I know all of you want that future right now. You want instantaneous gratification. When you just think, 13 years ago, reading something like this, and here we are 13 years later, and we see what's going on. All right. Because you got to have it now, because you're not thinking in terms of what reality is. It's like God. God doesn't work in a man's days and times. All right. Let's see. By joining you, agree to take a competent of office and occupy the office of juror of the de jure grand juries, which are instantly assembled under the Creator in each of the 50 free republics of the purpose of re-inhabiting the de jure institutions of lawful government, eliminating de facto institutions, and peacefully restoring the people's wealth. Indeed, the power will rest with you. You'll be taking a covenant to join the Guardians of Free Republics, the well-regulated volunteer defenders of the free republics, and the unanimous declarations. Okay? Now, the Restore America Plan. Have you ever wondered why Every attempt to restore the American Republic has failed miserably. Could it be that attempting to change the minds of a population that has suffered 4 generations of cultural amnesia is doomed to fail, and worse, likely to incite violence against you? But have you ever wondered how the bankers were able to replace the de jure government around the world in 1933 without a hint of protest? How they stole our law and our money with little or no resistance? Clearly, this tragedy of backroom politics was brilliant, if sinister, allowing them to rewrite the rules without even a token of resistance. Well, isn't it time to apply that same principles to salvaging the law from wickedness? The Restore America plan is a war college restoration strategy of regaining control quietly, efficiently, and quickly without provoking controversy, ridicule, violence, or civil war. In fact, the need of eliminates any thought of making public proclamations. Restoration will occur behind the scenes in a manner designed to get results, not glory. We will not utter public statements which make us feel good, but provoke ridicule and conflict either. We will not attempt to re-educate an unconscious population that was raised on corporate slavery. If you become a guardian, you will be agreeing to avoid such public proclamations. You will be required to divest ego, desire in favor of committing yourself into a strategy of reconcile. Okay, to reconcile, basically. So we got to forgive our enemies now. That places that the guardians in charge of the institutions that were once the source of persecution, as you will see by the warrants and orders, the de jure grand juries will work behind the scenes, methodically dismantling the satanic institutions and rituals of 1933 and 1865. For example, instead of marching grand juries patriot style into local courtrooms to dismiss cases and scare the locals to death, district judges who have been reabsorbed into the District Court of the United States will issue a simple writ of mandamus terminating the local prosecution expediently. All right. In this way, the events of 1933 will be reversed as they were instituted by controlling the institutions of power behind the scenes. Wouldn't you like to be in control for a change, wouldn't you, of your own lives, of your everyday lives, and not be subjected to the enslavement of infringement of all these silly regulations? I mean, come on, man. You know, I mean, and in the event the process should ever fall under public scrutiny, the unanimous declaration was written to be a shining beacon of reason, history, and forgiveness. It even looks like, sounds like, and cites the original Declaration of Independence. The original Declaration of Independence as its authority, so that the condemnation of the Restoration is also condemnation of the original Revolution. The Restore America plan is protected by the very Declaration of Independence upon which it was modeled. It is designed to turn back the clock and remove the corporate state from the lives of the sovereign people, while most of the population continues to go about their business unaware and unafraid. Please do not attempt to join our ranks if your intentions differ even slightly with this approach. If you seek glory or retribution, this type of plan is not for you. All right, absolution. To preserve spiritual purity, the Restore America plan features forgiveness as a core. It is peaceful and non-violent, having so ensured our dominion over all the earth. Actors who repent their crimes against mankind will be forgiven, with forgiveness as our hallmark. We do not waive our legitimate and necessary right as lawful authority to arrest, try, and sentence those. I don't want to say this line. I probably shouldn't read it. Well, anyway, the de facto power to impair de jure authority or otherwise attempt to hijack the lawful de jure office, and will use the very public institutions that once prosecuted us to execute those orders as needed. Orders to the governors and the military. The declaration is a mere one page and has been written to stand along among history's milestones. It is followed by warrants and orders of the de jure's grand juries, each meticulously planned to solve your problems and issues. Travel, diplomatic status, foreclosures, status, unlawful prosecutions through corporation rather than resistance. We are mindful that initiating a financial crisis violence or bankers' retaliation could be fatal to the cause. So every step has been debated and crafted, okay, with outcome in mind. Additional phases, phase 2, okay, basically, you're waiting in the wings shortly after the declaration is presented. The grand juries will reabsorb the USDC, the Court of Appeals, and the U.S. Supreme Court into their de facto counterparts. Now, people may say that, this hasn't happened. Well, a lot of it actually has happened behind the scenes. And this is where we saw the power grab between good and evil during this last election. All right? So right now you have a phony president, Joe Biden. He is not our president. Not my president. It's the president of the District of Columbia, Washington, D.C., and they have that place freaking cordoned off, protected by those soldiers up there, okay? Why are they still there? Does anybody know? Why are they still there? Inauguration day came and went. Why are they still there? Why is that fence still there? What's going on? Have they taken it down? What was this really for? Why? It makes no sense. And why, during the inauguration day, they were calling for protests in all 50 states, but it didn't happen, did it? Of course it didn't. That wasn't the purpose. Wasn't the purpose of what really happened that day. And a lot of that was a false flag. There was false flag projects set up. These people, I do not advocate violence. And anyone who is a God-fearing citizen of the Republic would never advocate any type of violence whatsoever. In the line of defense, that's up to you, your personal choice if you want to defend yourself. Back in the day, we used to play, you guys. Listen, we're not back in the day anymore. We're not living back in the past. This is the future. How we go about in the future and how you operate as a citizen here in America is up to you. And if you want to go along just to get along, and you think that, that if you just stand on a lily pad and everything, and let everyone else do the work is going to work also, that's not going to work either. Okay? Now, I understand a lot of people out there are probably struggling financially. A lot of people don't understand what's really going on. And we're not here to educate you. I'm not here to educate you, and I'm not here to argue with anybody either. All right? Now, I don't care about the census numbers. I don't care if there's 50 million black people. I don't care if there's people coming across the border. I don't care about nothing. All I care about is we have to have a foundation of government and a system put in place. That system was already there, and that is the constitutional republic. That is the Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, the Bill of Rights. That is there, and that's what we have to go by. Otherwise, if we do not, this country, and we don't restore our republic, our country is finished. And where you live is finished. So you take a good hard look at your backyard, your front yard, or your car, whatever you have and you cherish, it's going to go bye-bye real soon. All right? Because you think everything's calm right now and there's nothing big going on. These people got plans, these evil bankers, these evil central bankers, these Rothschilds, the Federal Reserve, all of them, the behind-the-scenes people. And there is an elite people out there that cannot stand people like me. They cannot stand people like you that are out there who want to do something and who think that America is sick and they want to change it. They are, for God's sake, telling you right now on your flat screen TV, your bubbleheads, that they're going to come get you. The CIA, all of them, they got plans. They want to start a war with you. So and yet we're all worried about the dumb bowl yesterday. Tom Brady. And look at how the media uses that, the opinion. What do they throw in there? Race. Well, he's a white guy. Like, just because he's a white guy, he should not be winning the Super Bowl. And he's a quarterback, and he has so much success being a quarterback that just because he's white, he should not. And they use that to divide. They feed upon that. They feed upon it. The New World Order attacks and feeds on you. Okay? So that right there is a little summation of a lot of things that have been going on, because a lot of people don't understand when they say, how these things can come about, and it takes time to, you got to remember this is taking years, this evil. Remember, America was a beacon of light. Remember, that's what they teach you, right? America is a beacon of light throughout the world, freedom. And it's become corrupt over the years, a little more and more and more through our own, and it's just the way we are. We're complacent. Humans are complacent. When things are good, you become complacent. You know, you go to the gym, you work out, you get in good shape. What happens? You just start, you let it go. Then you plateaued. You become complacent. You know, and now it's time to fix it again. Go back to the gym, start working out again. You know, see how those little scenarios. That's how things are. That's just the way it is. What the goals are really, though, is, go over these. I'll open up the phone lines. Anybody wants to call in, 657-383-0616. I mean, you can talk about whatever you want to talk about. I always allow that. Of course, I'll probably get some trolls on here, but there's a lot of the wouldn't it be a lot better this place? Ending foreclosures, bank collection actions. Ending tax prosecutions. Ending invasions, prosecutions, and detentions for fictitious crimes against the state that lack an injured party. Come on. Ending molestation on the byways, 4th and 9th directives. Production of safe, sovereign identification and passports that do not proclaim subject class citizenship. Okay? Restorations of the trappings of proper de jure governance. Restoration of the common law of the land. Restoration of the proper de jure judicial institutions such as the District Court of the United States and one Supreme Court as constructed and restrained in the Constitution of the United States of America. Come on, man. Arrest and shackling of the District Court of the District of Columbia. Recognition of your. It's insane that what they have done. How the corporation. The Bill of Rights the Bill of Rights of law has been authored to address the perversions of law through statutes, rules of evidence, and rules of civil procedure, which have hijacked the law of the land for the bar associations and converted the common law and grand juries into prosecutorial kingdoms and slandered them as runaway juries instead of the 4th branch of government historically charged with overseeing government and protecting against tyranny by government officials. All right? Oh, boy. All right, let's see here. What do we got for the phone? Anybody want to chip in here? Like I said, 657-383-0616. For those who are concerned about, opening the door to these satanic forces, let me reassure you, that, it's coming to you regardless. What goes around comes around, and that's a fact. How do you establish these goals? These goals were debated, how to accomplish these goals of the Republic for a long time. Could you reasonably expect to restore biblical law to a devoutly secular population that cherishes television, sexual misconduct, physical debasement, electronic devices, religious fervor? How do you re-educate a population like that? How do you do it? Well, with God, all things are possible. So it's up to you on how you want to go about things, how you want to live your life, like I originally said. What do you foresee your country, in the future? How do you perceive your country in the future? What are you going to leave behind for your children? I don't know what else to tell you on that subject, basically. I just wanted to put that out there tonight. We can expose the dumbness of America like we always do here on this show by calling some of these people and figuring out, just exactly what they're all about. These telemarketers drive you crazy. Does everybody, what do you think about these telemarketers that they just drive you nuts right before the show started tonight? 3 of them in a row. Why? It's like they know it. They're going to be doing this. I'm going to be doing this show. But, the restoration of our republic, as what I just gave you right there, was something that I was notified about years ago. And that was the plan that was set forth. And the plan has really been marked by a lot of ups and downs where a lot of things have taken place now that are for the good, but a majority of it is now for the bad. But this corporation, people say my tax dollars. I can't stand when people say that. My tax dollars pay for this. You don't have any tax dollars. The Federal Reserve prints the money. Your taxes cannot possibly pay for this government to operate. There's just no way it can pay for it. If you were to pay off the national debt, if we were to pay it off, we were to tax every single taxpayer in this country 100% for the next 25 years, you wouldn't even put a dent in the national debt. Okay? So how do we pay it off? How do you pay it off? You can't, right? So if you were running a business like the government runs this country, how long could you stay in business for? If you ran your household, even your little household there, you, your wife, and your kids, how would you be able to survive if you were running things like the federal government? You couldn't. You can't. But so then how does it continue to carry on day by day, day after day, day after day? How does it do it? There's many different ways. We talk about those problems. Phone number 657-383-0616. And I'll be happy to take any calls here. Anybody who's got something to say here in a couple minutes, I will be right back here live on Understanding the Times in which we live today, and then we'll maybe make some calls here.
Plant the seed in our homeland, boys, let it grow where all can see. Feed it with our devotion, boys, call it the Liberty Tree. It's the tall old tree and the strong old tree. And we are the sons, yes, we are the sons of liberty. Save it from the storm, boys, water down its roots with sea. And the sun will always shine on the old Liberty Tree. It's the tall old tree and the strong old tree. And we are the sons, yes, we are the sons of liberty. March along with the piper, boys, we were born forever free. Let's obey the piper, boys, beneath the liberty.
I think at one time or another we've all questioned as to whether all that we see and are experiencing in our world has some sort of a rational plan behind it. Because we understand now that both the Republican and the Democratic Party in our country are basically run by the same people. The same money finances both sides. We now know, of course, through the work of many historians who have spent their life working on research to show us that both sides of world conflicts have always been financed by the same people. And as I've said before, there seems to be a method to the madness going on in the world. We know, of course, that we cannot depend on our leaders. Our leaders are misleaders. There is a science that they're following. They have their own agenda, and it doesn't include you. What your government pays for, it gets. If you are paid to do something for the government, they will extract from you exactly what they have paid for. When we understand that, then we look at universities and schools, government-financed institutions of education, and see the kind of students and the kind of education that's being turned out by these government-financed schools. Logic will tell you that if what is being turned out in those schools was not in accord with what the state and the federal government wanted, then it would change it. The bottom line is that the government is getting what they have ordered. They're getting what they have paid for. They do not want your children to be educated. They do not want you to think too much. That is why our country and our world has become so proliferated with entertainments, mass media, game shows, television shows, amusement parks, drugs, alcohol, and every kind of entertainment that keep the human mind entertained so that you don't get in the way of important people by doing too much thinking. You had better wake up and understand that there are people who are guiding your life and you don't even know it. And all American citizens, I think, have suspected something like this is going on. But we're all too busy trying to stay alive and live our lives. And after all, what can one person do about it? This is the most powerful government the world has ever known. They had the ability to get a hold on Adolf Hitler 50 years ago. He had a standing army, the greatest navy, air force, military, secret underworld organizations operating throughout the world. But this government got a hold on Adolf Hitler because it chose to and it wanted to. And if you do not pay your income taxes, they will find you if you go to the Amazon jungle, and they will make an example of you. They will find you and they will deal with you, and you know it. But for some reason, they're unable to get a handle on drugs and the crime in the streets for some reason.
All right, everybody. We're back live. All right, everybody, we're back live here. Sorry about that little delay there. All right, phone number 657-383-0616. Press number 1, and I will get you on here tonight live, understanding the times in which you live today. I had about 3 callers there that did press the number 1. They hung up. I don't know why. 3 of them. And then I screened 2 during that little break there. That's why I had to switch over to Mr. Maxwell there. But I was going to put 1 on live there. But we can make some calls here tonight if that's what we got to do. I've been trying to eliminate a lot of the trolls, but before I do carry on here, Thursday night, I think I'm going to be co-hosting the NSM radio network there, media, with a friend of mine from the state of Minnesota. She's a female. I'm not going to say her name right now, but she'll be on there co-hosting with me. So we got a good special show there lined up, and hopefully Bert will join us there that night too. That would be great. So she will bring a different voice to the platform there. That'll be something new for their platform, and we'll try to bring another group of listeners to the platform, and that's what it's all about, you know. And I think what happens when we do that is people get afraid to call in. You know, they get afraid to. I'm not saying all. You know, I'm not afraid of nothing. You know, already I can see people. You know, listen. You know, they're afraid to press the number 1 and talk, or they're afraid to express their opinions or what they have to say, you know, or talk about their issue. I mean, you know, you've got people on there. I think there was one on there that calls in all the time, private number. A young girl calls in, you know. A young person, a 17-year-old can call in. And what the hell's wrong with you grown men out there or grown women? You can't call in and talk about something. Or, no, you want to be on Fox News. You want to be on American Idol or something like that, right? You know, you want to dance on MTV. No, you want to be at the Dumbo on stage, you know. That's what it's all about. It's all, or you want to be on Facebook so you can hide behind the computer or your phone, you know, and do what you do. Or you want to call in and crank call. You know, you got to be silly. You can't talk about nothing serious. You know, you can't get involved because, you know, after all, what can one person do, and why take that chance, you know? Why do that, after all? All right, here. All right. Maybe people are having trouble getting in through. One guy just sent me a message. Well, how come that always is? When I have less than a dozen people, it's always I have trouble getting through. Let's call one of our representatives here. Let's call one of them. I got some questions for them tonight. Let's call them. They should be around right now still. Let's give them a call. Let's see if we can get a hold of somebody here. Let's see. And we'll do the. Got something else here planned for you guys here tonight. I'll have some fun. Why not? After reading that document there. All right, here we go. Type it in the number, guys. So just be patient. I know. Nope, you're not getting on here. Just don't even bother calling in. Don't get off my phone. Get off there. I already know that number. You're not getting on here with your nut stuff. All right, here we go. Now, how the heck in the world did that happen? How did that happen? All right, let's hang up on that. That was a mistake on my part. Sorry, everybody. Yeah. I love these instant messages I get on Facebook. They have a lot of people listen to me on Facebook, I guess. That's where a lot of the jerks come in. Let's see. Facebook. I mean, just look at it. You know, Facebook. Facebook. What is a Facebook? You know, it's all about me. Me. You know? How about you, book? All right, here we go. Well, all right, let's see. We're calling out west here. I got some questions for them about some stuff. You guys are going to love this. Yeah, rolling here.
Thank you for calling Congresswoman Suzanne Bonamici's Beaverton office. Out of an abundance of caution and in the interest of everyone's health, the Congresswoman's offices in Washington, D.C. and Oregon are closed while the Congresswoman and her staff work remotely. We will be checking this voicemail regularly and returning calls. Please leave a brief message along with your phone number and email address. The Congresswoman's website is available at bonamici.house.
Now, how about that, everybody? For your safety and ours, for their safety and ours, they don't have to go to work no more and answer the phone, right? How about that? Isn't that something? Boy, oh boy. If that don't get you pissed off, I don't know what does. How pathetic could that be? Let's try another one here. Let's see if they're all like this over here. Unbelievable. I have a question for them. Of course, you can't ever get your questions answered because they don't care about you. They don't care about nothing. All right, here we go. But that money, that Federal Reserve notes. Here we go. How is that possible? I don't get that. I don't see how that was possible. Now, that's a fax number, obviously. So they give you the fax number. All right. Well, we'll check out one more here. We'll try to give this one a shot. If not, we're going to go to our commercial calls. That's what I'll do. I'll go to my commercial calls. All right. I just called these numbers, and they worked. I think it maybe it's Blog Talk Radio maybe that's doing this to me. Let's try this one. Let's see here. Let's see. All right, let's try this one, yeah. All right, this is the same district, I think. All right, here we go. 503. That make sure I got the right number in here. 50. No, I don't have the right one in there. Darn it. All right. Yeah, we see what happens if nobody's familiar with Blog Talk Radio. It's they give you a little box. You got to type it in there, and if you don't type it in like right on inside that box, it messes up. So here we go. All right, there. All right, here we go. Give him a call. Again. Hello. No. All right. It's all fact. Now, I know for a fact there was not a fax number, so there's something going on here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Somehow. But all right, let's call these people, and I got a question for them. They're there. I know they're there. All right. And then we're going to call a telemarketer. We're going to call them back and harass the crap out of them like they do to me. Hey, they call me. I'm called, they're my customer now. All right. Let's see here. 23. Oh, where is that number at? Matter of fact, let's call these telemarketers. Let's get this one. This person here is about a car warranty. All right. Watch this. Let's see if we can get them. Holy crap, he's calling me. Quick. Hang on. All right. 0361. I didn't want to do a guest tonight. I had a guest that wanted to come on. I didn't want to do it. I don't want to hear that nonsense tonight. Somebody always wants to have a story. Is that the right number? 75. All right. All right, here we go. This is a telemarketer. They've called me 3 times every single day for the last 2 weeks.
Thank you for calling Nations Auto Protection. If you are receiving this message, you have contacted us outside of our regular business hours. We are available Monday through Thursday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and on Friday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please leave a detailed message, and a representative will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you, and goodbye.
Please leave your message after the tone. When done, hang up or press the pound key. Sorry, but the user's mailbox can't accept more messages.
How about that one, huh? Here's another one that calls me, right? This one right here. Here's another one that calls me, that harasses me. Let's call them, right? Listen to this. You're going to love this. This is what they play. This is what they play when you call them. All right? And they spoof their number, too, I think. So let's try this one here. 5528. All right, here we go. Let's see what they got. Here we go. That's what I get. Yeah. Gotta ring it. Yeah. Burlington, North Carolina. That's what you get. Yep. We'll just put them on hold. And we'll let them, I want to see if they'll still be playing that music at the end of the show. You know? So, all right. Well, let's see. I got another one. They call me. They just blow up my phone all day long. I mean, they just bother the hell out of me. These telemarketers. Let's see. This one's from, no, that's a friend. All right. Let's see here. Where the heck are you? Let's see here. All right. I don't know if that's a telemarketer right there. All right, here we go. Arkansas, the state of Arkansas. That's where they this. All right, let's try this one. Here we go. 852. We'll get somebody on here eventually. I know. All right, so just be patient. I'm not taking no crank calls tonight. I'm not doing it. All right, here we go. Just go away. All right, that person hung up there before the other one. The other telemarketer hung up. Yeah, they knew what they were doing. Jerks. All right, here we go. Let's try this one. Yep, don't answer. It's amazing how they don't answer, like they know I'm calling. I wonder who's listening that they know. I wonder. Nope. Ain't gonna get him either, huh? Okay. Cancel that one. All right. Ain't gonna get that one either. It's like they know I'm calling because they're not really telemarketers, crankers. I know who it is. Okay, harassing me all day long. And it's getting a little bit pathetic. It really is. All right, I'm just looking at my call sheet here. So I wrote these down. I was like, I'm going to call these sons of bitches. All right, let's see here. Check in with this number here, and then I got a guest I can call. I'll call him. He wanted to come on tonight, I think. So I'll give him a call, 541. And let's see here. Let's call these people. Let's do a little something funny here to break the ice, and then I'll line up my guest if I can get him on. There we go. All right. Here we go. All right. Let's do the double standard play. Here we go.
Thank you for calling your local Walmarts. Our associates are working every day to offer you a pleasant and safe shopping experience. Most of our stores are now open from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. Please check your store page at walmart.com for more details on local store hours. We look forward to seeing you soon. For pharmacy, press 1. For electronics, press 2. For pickup, press 3. For deli, press 4. To speak with an associate, press 0. To repeat this menu, press star.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
For pharmacy, press 1. For electronics, press 2. For pickup, press 3. For deli, press 4. To speak with an associate, press 0. To repeat this menu, press star.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
Thank you for calling your local Bed Walmart. How may I direct your call?
Do you have a bakery department there?
I believe we do. Give me just a moment.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for calling Walmart Bakery. This is Nancy speaking. Can I help you?
Yes. I was just I want to make a cake. Have a cake bag. I have friends coming into town this weekend, and I would just like to get some prices from you. I want to make sure you're able to bake the cake first.
We don't bake cakes here, though.
You design them?
We get them frozen. Yeah, they come in frozen.
Okay, but you could put a design on it for me?
We can do kits. We're not doing photo cakes at this moment.
No, not a photo. Yeah, not a photo cake. No, I wouldn't do a photo. It's going to be more of so kids, you said?
Yeah, we have kids. What
Okay.
kind of a design did you want?
Well, we're going to have a birthday party, so yeah, we could just make like that. Well, what type of designs do you accept? Like for instance, I mean, do you have a book that I have to choose from, or can I have my own specific type of design?
Well, they usually go with the kits, flowers, football. They have a lot of kits.
Yeah. So, what about if it's like for the you just won a track tournament, for the what if it's do you accept like LGBTQ stuff and stuff like that? Will you do designs for that?
We have rainbow, we have oh God, what are like unicorn cakes? We have like a rainbow, that kind of thing.
Oh, unicorn. So the unicorn for LGBT. All right. Well, I mean, so but you don't have a problem with that type, like putting that on there, you're allowed to spell anything, stuff like that. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not going to you guys
yes,
anything.
I don't know about that. I mean, the main cake decorators will be here this weekend, but I don't know.
Okay.
And she's off for the next 2 days, so I can take the order and we can call. Yeah.
All right.
What
well,
do you just want to put LB?
Yeah. Well, it's celebrating the gay rights, stuff like that. So what kind of symbol do you think I should have for that type of gay rights?
Oh, man, I don't know. Because I know we go by what our book has, but it doesn't have anything specific, you know what I mean? It has kits and it's...
Yeah, I understand. Well, is there a store in your area or somewhere what else that might be?
I'm new to the area, but I don't know... Let me ask somebody that's from this area. I moved here from a different state, so I don't know this area. Hold on.
Okay. All right. Watch out, I get the next one here. Now, they accept the LGBTQ, the Rainbow Coalition, so that's okay. Not a problem with that. That's good, Not a problem. Hopefully, for the other birthday party I do, that's going to be probably a problem, I'm wondering. You guys already know what I'm getting at.
Oh, okay. Well, let me see. Let me see. What day did you need this? Let me get a pen. We could do a rainbow cake, and then I guess we could write whatever you want written on it.
Well, I want to make sure, though, the date is, that's what I was saying. I was checking. I wanted to call up and make sure you guys do it first before I book anything because, I want to make sure that it's going to happen. But, and then what I'm trying to say is before I, order it, I want to make sure that you guys are able to do it. I'm just looking for places right now that are able to do it because some places don't want to do it,
Oh, no. She does some freehand. It's just I don't know how to do freehand. But she knows how to do a rainbow. I mean, the other cake decorators, more professional cake decorators, she's been doing it a long time, but she can do a rainbow.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if you don't mind, I just want to check back with you if you don't mind. When's it?
Oh, yeah. Just call back and yeah, sure, no problem.
All right. Thank you very much, ma'am.
You're welcome.
All right. Now we'll call the other Walmart that's right down the road from them. And what we'll do is we'll ask them. Now, this is Walmart now. We're going to ask them something totally different. Let's see how they react to this type of cake. Now, you heard how she reacted to that cake, right? She, it's okay, and it's they're all calm, peace, not a problem, Now, what would happen if I wanted a cake with a swastika on it? What would she do then? What would she say? Let's see. I bet the tune would change quite a bit. Should I try that, guys? Should I really try that? How do you think they'll react to a swastika? Would they be willing to do a swastika? Because I'm having my guys come in, my friends, maybe from the NSM where I have a party, and I want to have a cake made and designed. Well, they don't make them, so I got to have a design put on top. Will they put a swastika on it for me? I don't know. Let's find out here. I'll call them back here in a couple minutes. All right, guys? We'll be right back here on Understanding the Times in which we live today.
President recognizes Mr. Adams of Massachusetts.
Objects of the most stupendous magnitude. Measures which will affect the lives of millions, born and unborn, are now before us. We must expect a great expense of blood to obtain them. But we must always remember that a free constitution of civil government cannot be purchased at too dear a rate, as there is nothing on this side of Jerusalem of greater importance to mankind. My worthy colleague from Pennsylvania has spoken with great ingenuity and eloquence. He has given you a grim prognostication of our national future, but where he foresees apocalypse, I see hope. I see a new nation ready to take its place in the world. Not an empire, but a republic. And a republic of laws, not men. Gentlemen, we are in the very midst of revolution. The most complete, unexpected, and remarkable of any in the history of the world. How few of the human race have ever had an opportunity of choosing a system of government for themselves and their children. I am not without apprehensions, gentlemen. But the end we have in sight is more than worth all the means. I believe, sirs, that the hour has come. My judgment approves this measure, and my whole heart is in it. All that I have, all that I am, and all that I hope in this life, I am now ready to stake upon it. While I live, let me have a country. A free country.
All right, everybody. Joseph Gibson here, podcasting live, understanding the times in which we live in. If you missed, I know we got a couple callers here that just called in, just joined in. So for those of you just logging in, listening to the podcast, I went over the Restore America plan, basically the Republic. And basically, because a lot of people ask me, how did, in the corporation, the differences between why we have, the governments, the constitutions, because everyone says the Constitution, you don't have really a constitution anymore. The United States is a corporation. And I went over how we're going to fix it and how things how we should fix it. But anyway, so before I did that little commercial there, we called Walmart and we asked them if they would be willing to, bake a cake for the LGBTQP plus QP minus times this times 4 community, and not a problem at all. The lady was nice and calm, didn't argue with me, was wanted to stay on the phone with me. I had to get rid of her. We were all all about it. Hey, why not? And there's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. You want to design a cake at Walmart, you should be able to design it any way you want, right? Well, let's see what happens if I want to design it the white way. The white way. Let's see what happens here. Let's call another Walmart and see what they have to say. What is their policy? Their policy. You ever hear that? Policy. It's our policy. All right, let's see. All right, let's try this one. This store here is open, and it's right down the road from that store. Can't be that much difference of a policy there. We'll see. Here we go. Why ain't they picking up? Hello? heck is this nonsense? All right, hang up on them. All right, there we go. It's not the same store, so they wouldn't block my number. So that's, who knows? It could be the wrong number. Who knows? Everything on the damn internet's a lie. All right, here we go. Let's try this one then. 2, 4, 4. That's why I always get 3, just in case that happens. All right, let's try this one. Here we go.
Thank you for calling your local Walmarts. Our associates are working every day to offer you a pleasant and safe shopping experience. Most of our stores are now open from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. Please check your store page at walmart.com for more details on local store hours. We look forward to seeing you soon. For pharmacy, press 1. For electronics, press 2. For pickup, press 3. For deli, press 4. To speak with an associate, press 0. To repeat this menu, press star.
Remember, they have to play it twice, folks.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
For pharmacy, press 1. For electronics, press 2. For pickup, press 3. For deli, press 4. To speak with an associate, press 0. To repeat this menu, press star.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
Santa Claus, may I help you?
Yes, ma'am. Do you have a bakery department?
We sure do. Do you need to be transferred over there?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right, give me 1 second, okay?
Alrighty. Oh, they sound like they're running around. Walmart! Got one, but nobody's there. Somebody's got to answer the phone. Hey. Oh, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Come on, pick up. Wait, good thing I'm not waiting on an order. All right. We'll try another one. They got one. They got a department, all right, but it's not open. There's nobody there answering the darn phone. All right. We'll try this. We'll hang up on them, and we'll try another one. Now, imagine if you're a customer, how aggravating that would be. You know, nobody answers the phone. You know, that's just, they got to be out. They're there. She said they're there. So we'll call them again. We'll call up another one and try to get some results here. See what happens. All right. No. Let's see. Sorry it takes a long time typing these numbers. I apologize. All right. 4, 2, all right. 9, 1. All right, here we go. Let's call it. Remember, they play the recording twice, so just be patient. I know.
Thank you for calling your local Walmarts. Our associates are working every day to offer you a pleasant and safe shopping experience. Most of our stores are now open from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. Please check your store page at walmart.com for more details on local store hours. We look forward to seeing you soon. For pharmacy, press 1. For electronics, press 2. For pickup, press 3. For deli, press 4. To speak with an associate, press 0. To repeat this menu, press star.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
For pharmacy, press 1. For electronics, press 2. For pickup, press 3. For deli, press 4. To speak with an associate, press 0. To repeat this menu, press star.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
Thank you for calling your Excellence Supercenter Walmart. How many could call?
Yes. Do you have a bakery department there?
Yes. Let me see if they even have a phone there. Let me transfer you to the deli. They might have a phone there. Okay, hold on.
Alrighty. Place Walmart. can't get a hold of nobody. Unreal. Oh, Walmart. We'll just keep waiting, huh? Yeah, to the person that's asking the question in the chat room. The person that's asking the question in the chat room, yes, I've already called one store, and they said yes, they would be happy to make an LBGTQ cake, and they don't have a problem with it. So, so now I'm calling the store and asking them if they'll bake a cake with a symbol of mine that I want to put on it. So, because they only design them. So, let's try this one here.
Thank you for calling your local Walmarts. Our associates are working every day to offer you a pleasant and safe shopping experience. Most of our stores are now open from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. Please check your store page at walmart.com for more details on local store hours. We look forward to seeing you soon. For pharmacy, press 1. For electronics, press 2. For pickup, press 3. For deli, press 4. To speak with an associate, press 0. To repeat this menu, press star.
Or they got to play it twice.
I'm sorry.
I always ask you that.
For pharmacy, press 1. For electronics, press 2. For pickup, press 3. For deli, press 4. To speak with an associate, press 0. To repeat this menu, press star.
I got one here.
I'm sorry. I didn't get that.
Thank you for calling Alexa Supercenter Walmart. How may I get a call?
Yeah, I'm trying to get a hold of somebody in the deli or bakery department. I can't get a hold of anybody. Is anybody there?
Let me see if I can radio somebody. They might be busy right now, but let me see if I could radio somebody. Okay, hold on.
All right. They're busy. They're too busy. Too busy for me. Too busy. Radio. What's the Walmart slogan? You can do it, we can help. Oh, that's Home Depot. Home Depot. You can do it, we can help. Where are the nails at? I don't know. I just work here. What is this? Save better, live better or something Walmart is. Live better, I think it is, on their smarts. Can't get a hold of anybody. What the hell? What is going on tonight? Nobody wants to answer the phone. I know one we're gonna do here. Oh, I got this one right here lined up. We're gonna do something different. But I can't get a hold of anybody. Walmart just don't want to answer the phone. I really had a question for that lady that answered the phone, but there. It takes time. It takes time to get customer service nowadays. Just be patient. You say, just be patient. So much for the fast-paced world. See, they ain't working, that's why. They don't wait on a customer that long. You're lucky if you get spent 3 minutes. 3 minutes, they should be next to that person. Come on, man. Oh. I've got one more store here I can call if this doesn't work out. One more store. See here, let me get their number up here now. That's where I don't have to wait. All right, while I'm waiting on them. And as soon as I type it in, they're going to pick up. All right, we'll call this one then. Well, they got me on hold here. And what I'll do is I'll get a couple of them on the line here at once. And they do this to me, I'll get somebody. 9445. Can't even prove a point anymore. All right, here we go. Let's try this one. We'll put them on hold. Put them on hold, and we'll call this one. Here we go. Oh, I see a couple callers here.
Thank you for calling your local Walmarts. Our associates are working every day to offer you a pleasant and safe shopping experience. Most of our stores are now open from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. Please check your store page at walmart.com for more details on local store hours. We look forward to seeing you soon. For pharmacy, press 1. For electronics, press 2. For pickup, press 3. For deli, press 4. To speak with an associate, press 0. To repeat this menu, press star.
Yeah, they want $15 an hour, these guys, you know. $15 an hour for what?
I didn't get that.
For pharmacy, press 1. For electronics, press 2. For pickup, press 3. For deli, press 4. To speak with an associate, press 0. To repeat this menu, press star.
Here we go. We'll get somebody now.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
Thank you for calling your Linwood Walmart. How may I help you?
I just want to know if you had a deli or bakery department there, if somebody's there to talk on the phone, able to talk on the phone without being put on hold forever. Is somebody there available?
We don't actually have an actual bakery department at this store.
You got a deli department, right? You guys sell cakes there, right?
No, we don't. We just smell small. We just sell the boxed cakes or like ice cream cakes in our freezer. Other than that, we don't bake any cakes or anything.
Oh, no, okay. So do you put designs on the cakes for customers? Like if I buy a cake, can you design it for me?
We do not do any cakes here.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So, all right then. Do you have a store then that I can call that's in this vicinity that I can get a hold of? That I know Walmart does have bakery departments. Is there any stores in that general area?
Maybe the one across from the Everett Mall, because they're a super center. I would think they do that.
Do you have their number?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right, 425.
Yep.
789.
Okay.
3369.
All right. Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye. All right. Okay. Let's see if this one's here, still on hold here. Hello. Nope. You see, they still got me on hold on the other one. Isn't that nice? Before I do that, there are a couple people just tuned in here, about 3 people that I asked actually to call in here, and I was on the Restore America plan that I went over there in the beginning of the podcast. I read a lot of people say, you know, those of you that missed it, how the United States Corporation, how this all happened, and what had happened to the United States and the 2 constitutions, because you don't have no constitutional rights. So those of you that just tuned in, really, I'm not going to read the entire thing again, but the notice that was given to a few select people throughout the country about the de jure de facto system and the absolution and the orders that were given to when they sat down with the military and whatnot, and they gave that conversation, the transcripts of that conversation, the military leaders and some senators, congressmen, and whatnot that understand how the United States became broken. Because I get to ask that question a lot. You know, what had happened, how it happened, and whatnot. And people say, how do you fix it? What's the goals, of to fix everything? Well, the goals are very simple. I read some. I could read those again for you. It would be to end the foreclosures and the collections actions immediately. Ending tax prosecutions immediately, ending invasions, prosecutions, and detentions for fictitious crimes against the state that lack an injured party, other than insurrection, treason, and frauds against the United States. Ending molestation on the lawyer's byway. Ending molestation on the byways byways, screwed up there, byways. Production of sovereign identification and passports that do not proclaim subject class citizenship, which, this driver's license fraud thing, that's a scam. Restoration of the trappings of proper de jure governance. Restoration of the common law of the land. Reining in of the admiralty color of law venue to the high seas. Restoration of the proper de jure judicial institutions such as the District Court of the United States and the one Supreme Court as constructed and restrained, in the Constitution for the United States of America. Reabsorb, of the de facto judicial abbreviations such as the USDC into the de jure institutions. A permanent termination of territorial government outside constitutional limitations, beginning with voiding of the Downs versus Bidwell monstrosity. Arrest and shackling of the District Court of the District of Columbia. Recognition of the sovereign status and the police data banks of the land. The ruler of every aspect of your life. That's what they do, basically. And this is where a lot of those have been accomplished. They've been in the making now, actually, believe it or not. The restorations of the people's common law of the land. With restoration of the judicial institutions in Phase 2, they'll be enacting the Bill of Rights of Law to prevent ones and for all the legal franchise perversions of law into at-law territorial admiralty, military, no, I can't answer that question. There will be no such entity as a non-Article 3 court, even when administering the admiralty law venue for genuine issues of the high seas and international commerce. The Bill of Rights of Law has been authored to address the perversions of law through statutes, rules of evidence, and rules of civil procedure, which have hijacked the law of the land for the bar associations and converted the common law grand juries into prosecutorial kingdoms and slandered them on a runaway juries instead of the fourth branch of government historically charged with the overseeing government and protecting against tyranny by government officials. Law enforcement, the insidious law enforcement agencies that have become interwoven in the tiniest issues of our lives will see the benefits of a return to the land where they can once devote their skills to enforcing law, forever spared the risks of acting as agents for tyranny and the tragedies of assaulting the women and children of the sovereign people of our republic, their own mothers, even their own sisters, their own daughters and granddaughters. The rationale of this, for those who are concerned about opening the door to the satanic forces, I reassure you that this has been deliberated with great sobriety. The wisdom of sitting on our hands while the march to World War III continues is something that we cannot do anymore, and it needs to be stopped, and we need to get involved. We asked ourselves if we can continue in good conscience to do nothing while so many of our friends and colleagues are suffering hardship. We asked ourselves if we are enjoined by the book of Revelation from acting on behalf of freedom and mankind. After much prayer and soul-searching, we concluded unanimously that the need for action was self-evident. We are called to action. We debated how best to accomplish our goals. Could we reasonably expect to restore biblical law to a devoutly secular population that cherishes television, promiscuity, physical debasement, and electronic devices with religious fervor, and that suffers the warped belief that advertisements for personal hygiene products and Viagra in our homes and whatnot that debase our children every single day? Could we re-educate millions of Americans who have been programmed to believe that the ban against government interference in matters of worship somehow excludes pity in government? Could we convey conscience regarding matters of law to a society that breeds cops and law and order and worships the bar associations, legal system, franchise, where once the law of the land reigned supreme? Eventually, we concluded that agreeing with thine enemy was the only prayerful way to bring the Lord to the people. The Restore America plan capitalizes on their own belief system as a vehicle for reviving or putting down this corporate tyranny. In due time, the higher goal of salvaging the souls of mankind can be addressed, throughout this systematic change that's working behind the scenes. Okay? A lot of people don't understand really how corporate America works. You know, you have to put together, stop looking at things on a national scale and start looking at more, like, for instance, you've got to put together assemblies, these assemblies, We believe that if the American founders had email, Twitter, texting, video, conferencing, and fax machines, they would have used them to approve the founding documents in weeks rather than years. So we are not addicted to scribes and other signs of difference to the methods of others. Rather, we follow a simple formula. All right? Exactly the same formula used by the original Declaration of 1776, that what we mean by understanding who we are. All right? Now, those of you that understand this and understand how corporate America works, you're not alone. Today, we have the pleasure of reporting that thousands upon thousands of people like us, or you, have already joined the March to Freedom by expressing your support and been taking no prisoners, pretty much. There were arrests made. A lot of people hear about these mass arrests. I remember I was on the phone with a friend of mine, like I said, the other night, and we were, with a guy from the Republic that was on there, and Alex Jones was interviewing him, and Alex Jones even admitted the guy was 95% correct about a lot of things that were happening. Now, some things don't happen. The Pope did not get arrested. The Pope's not arrested, all right? But so, you start spewing out stuff like that, you lose credibility. You start looking for Masons under a rock. There's a battle going on between good and evil right now, and you're not seeing it because you cannot be privy to that, because you live in a naive bubble out there, most of you, that don't understand this. Those of you that do understand exactly what I meant by that last comment. Because if someone got up on Fox News, CNN, and all your flat screen TVs and all your phones and all your laptops and all your computers all of a sudden turned on right now, and a message from somebody was on there telling you about what I just talked about, there would be chaos in the streets of America, right? If we told you how close we are to World War III right now, or what was really happening, what would you do? How would you react? Would you get up and go to work tomorrow and still operate the printing presses? No. A lot of people who do learn about this type of stuff, folks, they start immediately becoming paranoid. They start losing their social conscience, where they can't understand reality. They don't know the difference between reality and a fantasy world. They start going into Star Trek mode. And, they start flying around from planet to planet. All of a sudden now we got aliens amongst us and robots, like Angel Lady Love or something. Remember when she was on here? She starts talking about, she hasn't had electricity in 10 years, and she goes to the grocery store and they scan a can of green beans for her, and she goes into bizarre mode. She starts, so that's what I meant by that, is that a lot of people cannot absorb a lot of this information. It's even rattled my brain a few times, and you got to be careful. You got to take a break from it. Because this isn't a plan that goes overnight. God does not work. God does not work in like, for instance, I'm just using God as an example. God, because I have this question all the time, where God, one day for the Lord, it's like 1,000 years, So, when we say putting this plan together, you got to remember there's years of tyranny here that have happened, years and years that have oppressed the people. So you have to understand a lot of what's happening and why it's happening. And we do not advocate any type of violence whatsoever. Violence is not the way to go. Enjoy your families. Engage in prayerful contemplation of the future. Some among you will understand the loss of the enslavement privileges that you have, the loss of day-to-day control, even the loss of, what-ifs. But perhaps this is a good time to open your heart to the beauty of a reversal of the double dealings of 1933 and the Warburg brothers, and not having to spend every waking moment in contemplation of battle with the U.S. Inc., U.S. Incorporated, the United States Incorporated. The changes will be forthcoming as described. There is only the need to enjoy the fruits of your own labor as a de jure governance and re-inhabited by the very same officials in the many cases who are now your oppressors, because we offer forgiveness to all those that have oppressed us. There's no violence here. So that's what they're trying to say. So those of you out there who are saying civil war, who said there's going to be a war, that's wrong for you to do. All right. This plan, the strategic mechanism for restoring the lawful institutions of an earthly government across the land lawfully, peacefully, and honorably in a manner that reflects the desire of the sovereign people for to be governed by consent according to the contract, and without this subjugation of infringement on your day-to-day lives. You should not be you should never ever question your God-given labor and be given to the money vultures, war profiteers, and the world's secret banking cartels. Your labor does not go to these people so they can create wars and kill and enslave other countries and other people around the world. Because your tax dollars that you claim, that you poll so dearly, that you say, my taxes pay for that, are paying for the murder of millions of unborn babies, children across the world, government suppressing their people, building walls in Afghanistan, in Pakistan, India, bridges in the Soviet Union. Okay? We can track the United States money, okay, all the way to these things. And this was all exposed, okay, to a lot of people years ago. The elders of this, that we like to call them, of this plan, and some have gone away, like I said, and you have to understand a lot of what's going on. We're not a part of the anti-government sovereign citizens movement. That's not what it is, okay? We're not a bunch of homemade prophets and half-baked historians who traffic in alleged theories about conspiracies against the Constitution, all right? So the only way for the future of any republic for the United States of America is definitely in doubt when we have the dumb bowl like yesterday, all right, where everyone is tuned in, rushing to the grocery store, buying all the milk, juice, and eggs, and all the beer to go watch a bunch of idiots run around on a field that's 100 yards long. Think about it. Think about what you're doing. All right, let's see here. Phone number is 657-383-0616. Press the number 1 if you want to join in. Tax dollars are going for a good cause, fighting CCP virus. Think so? If you get, I'm reading some people in the chat room. If you get answer about the cake, are you going to ask if they accept Federal Reserve notes? Yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I need to call him. What number? Where's that number there that she gave me? Maybe I'll give him a call here. And we'll see. She said call that store. Let's find out. Let's call Walmart again. If anybody interesting here wants to call in and press the number 1 and have some message here, we don't have much longer here on the show. You can give a message here, talk about what you want to talk about. I did invite some other people to come on to the podcast here tonight, and we'll see what they if they want to show up or not and give a message. Remember, evil flourishes when good men do nothing. And if you've got a message you want to say, you don't have to prepare it. You don't have to write it out and talk about it, 80 times. Just come on and be spontaneous. All right, here we go. Let's call. Well, that's what I'm doing right now when I call Walmart. Let's call Walmart here and talk about baking this cake.
Thank you for calling your local Walmarts. Our associates are working every day to offer you a pleasant and safe shopping experience. Most of our stores are now open from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. Please check your store page at walmart.com for more details on local store hours. We look forward to seeing you soon. For pharmacy, press 1. For electronics, press 2. For pickup, press 3. For deli, press 4. To speak with an associate, press 0. To repeat this menu, press star.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
For pharmacy, press 1. For electronics, press 2. For pickup, press 3. For deli, press 4. To speak with an associate, press 0. To repeat this menu, press star.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
you calling Illinois Walmart. How can I help you?
Oh, yes, I was given your number from another store. You guys got a bakery and a deli department there, correct?
Yeah, but nobody's there right now. They leave early. They get here
They
at
leave
4 o'clock
early.
in the morning.
Oh, okay. Well, can someone answer my question? I want a design done on a cake. Is there any way you can answer that question for me, or somebody there that can answer?
I don't.
What's
I know. I can't. I don't know. But let me check. Hold on.
All right. He just answers the phones, I guess. It's all right. We'll ask him. We'll ask him. Say accept Metal Reserve notes. He's checking. Well, everybody, I think it was a pretty good podcast altogether. While I wait on hold here, hopefully we'll book a couple guests on the next one. Get the message out. 17,000 people listened to the last podcast. That's not bad. 17,357. Not bad. They all listen online. I noticed that. iTunes, SoundCloud, Google this, Google that, or whatever. I was looking at a stat sheet. So, a lot of people listen online. All right, she's checking. Hope she don't forget about me. Everybody's in a hurry. They don't have time to even answer you. Take your call. They're in such a hurry. Oh, I got one I was supposed to call. I want to call Colonial Penn Life Insurance. That's right. What's my price, Alex? Remember that one? $9.95. Remember Alex Trebek there? $9.95. What do they cover? What do they cover, life insurance? Life insurance commercial that's on TV all the time. Have you been ripped off? Call me. All right. Come on, lady. Imagine if I was really a customer. Do people really do this? Wait on hold this long? I would never call Walmart for nothing, except for this. Yeah, this is the West Coast. This is Washington State, I think. Whoever's in the chat room. Look at it. Listen to this nonsense.
Hi, this is Walmart Deli. How may I help you?
Oh, yes. I thought nobody was there. Well. Oh, I'm glad you're there, though. Oh, I got a question. I need to put a design on a cake. I'm having a birthday party, kind of, in a way. Do you have a book I have to choose from, or can I have any type of design I want? Because I know the other store there said that I was, from where I was originally from, said they can do any type of design I want. So can you guys do that?
For the design, you'll have to come here and choose from the book. Okay. And right now, we are not able to print out like any edible images because our printer is broken at the moment.
Oh, so there's no baker there that would do it. Do you have? So what type of images do you have in the book? Do you have anything? I know the last one there catered to a certain group, but this is a different type of party. So I was just wondering if. So you're telling me that you can't? It has to be from the book. I can't have my own design made, correct?
Yeah, because if we try to copy anything else, that would be copyright, and we could get in trouble for it.
Copyright? How could you get in trouble? So how could you get in trouble for copyright? Were you saying that a copyright holder can do that, or what if I own the copyright to it? Let's just say, would it be okay then?
If it's like a picture, I guess you could try to bring it in and ask if they could do it, but I'm not 100% sure on it.
Oh, all right. So, well, the last store said they would do a rainbow for me and everything like that. So they said they could do it. It would not. But I just wanted to know because I'm having a party over with a bunch of my guys from the National Socialist Movement, and I was just wondering if you can do like a bake a cake with a red outline on it. Do you have any of those for sale, like an ice cream cake? And then maybe have some yellow in there. And then in the middle, I want a swastika put in there. Is that something that you guys could do? Because that's not copyrighted.
I would have to ask the bakery when I see them, because right at the moment, all of our bakery people are gone, but I could have them call you back tomorrow, and they could give you an actual answer.
Well, I'll call. Well, what time are they in there? I'll give them a call tomorrow. What time are they in there? That's a good time.
The last bakery decorator, like the actual cake decorator, she leaves at 2 o'clock tomorrow.
Oh, okay. And when you pay for it, you guys accept Federal Reserve notes?
I'm sorry, say that again. You're breaking up.
You guys accept Federal Reserve notes for payment?
Usually just cash. I'm not really sure, honestly.
All right, so just cash. All right. So not Federal Reserve notes. You know about that, then. You wouldn't accept those. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
You know they wouldn't accept those then, huh? As a form of payment.
Yeah, I'm not
sure. For purchase? Yeah. Okay, so you don't accept Federal Reserve notes. Okay, cash only. So cash would be like 20. All right, so cash, paper money. Then that's what you're saying, right? And credit cards, right?
Paper money.
Okay, not Federal Reserve notes. Okay, I got you. All right, man. I'll give you a call tomorrow then.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Bye bye.
He does not accept Federal Reserve notes, just cash. Doesn't know. He went silent there. He was still stunned probably because of the swastika question. I was like, I can't believe this guy's swastika. Oh my God. Oh, and the store before that, when I said LBGTQ plus, she was all ready. Oh yeah, I'll do it. She was ready to do it right now. Let me get your information. She was all ready to do that. I mean, because LBGTQ and gay rights. I mean, yeah, man, that's cool today, and we all should be queer. We all should be lesbians. We should all just rejoice and if you're white and if you want anything that has to do with white history, you are a maggot. You are a criminal. You're a supremacist. Your supremacy is not welcome here in this country anymore. If you're white, anything that has to do with white history, statue in your town, tear it down. That's what they say, right? Tear it down. Jefferson, he was a racist. Washington, if our school is named after George Washington, we got to get it changed, right? George Washington, that was a filthy racist man, wasn't he? With his wooden teeth. That's America, folks. That's America. How sad. Well, I think it was a pretty good show here tonight. Hope everybody enjoyed the conversation. And, hey, tune in for the next one. We'll probably have a guest. So let's close it out with my friend here.
George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Samuel Adams, First Chief Justice John Jay. Names synonymous with the spirit of our country. Founding fathers of the USA. Over 200 years ago, they shook off the chains of tyranny from Great Britain by divine call. Citing 27 biblical violations, they wrote the Declaration of Independence with liberty and justice for all.
Renewed hostile actions against United States ships on the high seas and the Gulf of Tonkin have today required me to order the military forces of the United States to take action in reply.
Dr. Martin Luther King, the apostle of nonviolence in the civil rights movement, has been shot to death in Memphis, Tennessee.
Senator Kennedy has been shot. Is that possible? He still has the gun. The gun is pointed at me right at this moment. Take a hold of his thumb and break it if you have to.
But we are making a stand, and we're waking everybody up that 9/11 was an inside job. And you are the minority. You are the cowards who don't know the truth. You're the people that serve this evil system. You're the people that serve a system that hurts innocent men, women, and children. Not just Iraqis, not just Afghans, not just Africans, but the people right here in this nation. You serve a new world order that attacks and feeds on you. And I'm here to tell you that you will be defeated. Your hours are numbered. We've got the energy. We've got the life force. All you've got is evil backing you up. All you've got is greed and liking to look at yourself in the mirror. Because deep down, the New World Order is a pot-bellied, chicken-necked ninny. And all the armor and all the weapons are nothing. You are nothing compared to good. You are nothing compared to life. And you will be defeated. I want the individuals out there. I want free humanity to turn themselves loose.
All right, everybody, be sure to check out the NSM, National Socialist Media Radio Network, Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will have a co-host that night. That's maybe what I need, a co-host, so I can stop calling these people, right? All right, God bless the Republic.